They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
Alrighty guys, good morning, ladies, good afternoon, and as always, ladies and gents, sorry, good morning, good afternoon, it's always good evening. Just my little way of commemorating what is a pretty big day here in Australia and New Zealand, so I thought it was the right thing to do. Hope you guys don't mind. Yeah, so a big day over here in Australia, also New Zealand, with celebrations of, well, not really celebrations, but just remembering Anzac Day, those who have fallen, so we can lead the lives we lead today over here in Australia and New Zealand. So a big day here for our nation and for New Zealanders, so I wish you all the best. And without further ado, we'll get stuck into the trading side of things. So welcome one and all, thank you all for joining. I hope you all had a successful week on the charts, or a good week. Been a very solid week for me personally. I've really enjoyed it. I mean, the streams have been going really well as well. Not only that, the trades have been fantastic. So looking forward to another big day on the charts here today. I'm just going to remove that trade taken from yesterday. It was obviously trade called for yesterday in GU sells. I did stream for MI last night, guys. There weren't that many on stream. I think I had about 30 odd, which is all right. Didn't expect many, but it was just a quick little stream. Or to do some, more so to just to do analysis. Took a look at NAS, but unfortunately it just did not give me any confirmation to look for my entry. So there was no entry on that stream, but we did call some, well, did do the analysis, and hopefully a few of you guys caught some nice trades afterwards. Also today, obviously, we've got some high impact news to come. So it's a big day. We've got GDP to come for the US dollar. So the actual the forecast is to be is less than the previous. So what this would suggest, well, GDP is a measure of the value of the goods and services and the amount of goods produced by an economy. So if the goods are produced at a higher rate, there are more goods being produced. What that likely means is there are more people being employed producing these goods, which would therefore mean more people will be spending, which would also mean to increase in inflation. So if that is to be the case, then obviously interest rates will not drop anytime soon. So at the moment, well, the forecast is to be less than the previous. So that is actually bad for a currency. So actual greater than forecast is good for a currency, and forecast is to be less than. Unemployment claims, well, that also is to be, forecast is to be greater than previous. So there we go, that ties in with if there's less being produced, there's obviously probably more people claiming unemployment. So something to keep an eye on moving forward into the trading session today, into MY. That's roughly 30 minutes into MY. So just be wary of that. In the meantime, what we can see is GJ is just on a moonshot at the moment. It's at the highest point it's been at since 2015. Absolutely flying on GJ at the moment. So there we go, 2015 August. So nonetheless, we will do the analysis. I'll remove the drawings. We'll see what we can come up with moving forward. And let's see how we go on today's stream. I know straight up the bat with GJ, what I'm going to be looking for, simply just a pullback for support to form to potentially buy it. Although anyway, we'll go through it and I'll explain exactly what I'd like to see. In the meantime, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. I hope you enjoyed that little video at the start of the stream. Yeah, it's just my way of saying sort of, you know, thank you. So also I'll spin the wheel today. So I'm doing a wheel spin instead of question and answer because I feel that it's a little bit unfair for some of you who probably English isn't your first language. So what I'm going to do is throughout the stream I'll ask people to say g'day so I know who's on the stream, and I'll add your name to the wheel and I'll spin it probably just after London Open. So yeah, so the prize will be obviously the PDF version of my course. So it's without the video content, but it's still heaps of value within it. So be a nice prize to win, and that's to commemorate well, one of a few things: Anzac Day here in Oz and New Zealand, and also the fact that I have quickly gone to 500 subscribers thanks to you guys. So I want to give something back to the community. But once again, guys, if you could hit the like button, and without further ado, let's get started. Let's have a look at GJ. So very strong weekly candle, engulfing all this to the left hand side. So at this stage, once again, what I'm likely to look for once I go down to the 4 hour and M30 is where can we potentially pull back to, form another support before we could potentially head back up to retest the high. If you do have the volume, you do have the momentum, which we've had all week. Every time I set it, we've ended up doing the exact same thing. We're likely to continue and create a higher high. Now, yesterday I said the daily, well, previous daily, sorry, at this time yesterday, had closed a strong bullish candle above the bodies to the left. Exact same scenario today, and we're doing the exact same thing. High, low, higher, high. Broken high of the previous. Just going to mark in the high of the previous candle, see if we've actually pulled back yet on the minor time frames to that level, and see that could be a potential level for us to pull back to if we have not done so. Look for further buy options. But obviously in a massive uptrend, a lot of volume to the upside. Nothing yet suggests to me that we're going to pull back because these candles have they're big body candles. So this rate, high lows, high highs, still a chance that we will continue further into the unknown above. So onto the 4 hour. Once again, bullish in structure. Strong candle bodies on these 4 hour candles. We haven't really got much of a low wick, just the nipple of a low wick. So I'm just going to mark in a low the current 4 hour candle. Once again, I don't have any data to go back to the left to mark in resistance. So what I'm going to look at are the psychological numbers, that those 20s, 50s, 80s, and the whole number. Look at 25, 50, 75, and whole number. It's really, I don't think it's neither here or there. Either way, I think it's fine. So we're bullish, and we're bullish across the board. Obviously, the 30 minutes bullish. That is the 4 hour low. All right, so that's the resistance we broke out of yesterday's high. That lines up with a support. So, all right, let's mark in some levels to begin with. The 4 hour, I only got 30-minute levels. The 4 hour is just way off. So back at the previous daily candle's high is definitely a level that price could potentially pull back to, form a support at, and I could look for my potential buy options to take it back up towards the current daily candle's high. So for me, buys upon that pullback at around that 193.650. Now, having said that, we should respect that level if we are to continue bullish. If we start to pop below, close below, what we're likely to do is come back down further towards that 193.40 sort of level. So I would be looking for potential sells below the support formed on the way up. Now, we don't yet have a support formed at the current 4 hour candle's low. So further options, in my opinion, will be at this stage. It definitely requires patience to sell it right now. I'm not going to just sell it. I have no idea how far this can pull back up. So what I want to see is a bit of structure form. Pull back, create a low. Either equal high or lower high, preferably lower high. And then possible sells upon rejection. But what would be a more probable entry is when we start to pop back down create a lower low. So if we actually start to close below the support formed on the higher low, create that lower low, start popping below it, and then I could look for potential sells from higher up. I need a bit of structure to form to take any sells. So at this rate, it's a matter of buying it, and it's a matter of where. I'm not going to buy it upon continuation because it's just made a significant move and I will not feel comfortable doing so. It doesn't mean it can't continue to the upside. By all means it can, but I'm looking at it thinking I should have beaten him from this point, and unfortunately I wasn't on the charts for that, so I'm not in that. So I'm not going to chase it just now. I'm going to let it do its thing, hopefully pull back and give me my option to buy it lower down, or potentially form some structure at these highs, begin to reject, and potentially give me a sell to take it back down. We don't stress it, we don't force anything, we simply wait and react. So that is GJ for me right now, and we can move on to have a look at the gold. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Alright, so on to gold. And once again, the weekly, I've said it all week. I've heard other streamers say it still pull up and creates up a weekend, and it can, but it's highly unlikely. I think there's a good chance it's going to continue to the downside. Anyway, funny things to come. Funny things have happened because we do have high impact news to come. So who knows? It could shoot back up. But once again, this candle suggests to me pullbacks within it. Go down to the 4-hour and M30. I'm looking to see what levels it could pull back to, form a resistance at, and head back down, which is done all week long. So we are strong bearish in the weekly. Daily candle still closing back bearish, albeit previous daily candle for high, low, high, high. That did close with long wick to the upside. Current candle's done what would normally I would see from a candle on the following a candle that closed as did the previous. Like to grab liquidity from the upside, this support to the left. What usually will happen is the candle pop back down straight, it will pop straight down, and if it is to eventually, it might pop up, it creates up a wick, form a support, and then things might change a bit. But as far as structure wise, we still are bullish, but we do have lower highs, lower lows. Kind of marking probably marking a low, marking a high as well. Just see what we've got over the side of the current daily candle. Yeah, not great in 4-hour. Probably remove those right now. All right, so the 4-hour is just consolidating. Structurally, we are bearish, but it's just a nasty area of price action. So I'm just going to mark in the most recent resistance and not worry about what we've got to the left of that. Obviously, we've got some more levels higher up, but I'm just focused on the most recent levels. Support, I'm going to have to mark in something on the M30. We do obviously have support at the current level of consolidation. We also have support a little bit below it. So just consolidating, and we are in a bearish trend on the 4-hour. On to the 30-minute. And that, to me, I would still call it bearish. I don't think this is closed significantly enough below the low. It's basically closed at the low. So I would say the M30 is still bearish, and look where it rejected. It rejected the level where if it closed above it would flip. So to me, I would say it's still technically bearish in M30. So therefore the bias is still to the downside in my opinion. I'm just going to knee this up a little bit. And we're obviously pulling back again just now. Up to a level, is that a 4-hour level? Let me check it again. Well, you could argue it is. It's the high of the consolidation. So we're pulling back towards that 23.20 sort of level. So my bias at the moment is still for the sells, and also considering where we are on the chart at the moment, we're closing in on a resistance. So it would not make sense for me to counter trend buy it. If I was to do so, once again, I would have had to have done it probably on this candle and about 40 minutes, 50 minutes ago, which I wasn't focused on the charts at all at that point. That would be my potential counter trend buy option. So for the time being, I want to see our price pulls back, how it reacts to 23.20, 23.22. And if we reject, I get my right signals within price action, I'm going to be looking for a sell option to take it back down. Further sells below 23.26 roughly. I mean, it can pull up higher. I'd still rather sell it. The issue with buying it at the moment, once again, similar to GJ, I would have rather have got in earlier. For me, it doesn't make much sense to start looking for the buys at this point because you're buying it into resistance. So I would rather just wait patiently to see how price reacts to that level. So that would be the options to the downside. Now, as far as to the upside, so if we've created support within the current daily candle around that 23.10 level. So if we do pull back, reject 23.20 and it just melts back down, not in a sell, what I'm going to be looking for is price to form a support around 23.20. Look for my catalyst within price action and potentially take a buy towards the current daily candles high. So that is gold. And that is pretty much what I'll be looking at for the time being. We've got just over an hour until London Open. So hopefully that makes sense. And I'll go over GU and I'll have a look at AS. And I might start typing some names to the random wheel of names. Alright, so let's have a look at GU. So similar to GJ, it's starting to move, but it's at a resistance. I actually did a video today for when I open up the Discord for the VIP group. There'll be a lot of educational videos within that section. So recorded a video today, so hence why I've got this level marked in on GU. Alright, so let's do the analysis anyway, top down. And starting the weekly, do have a lower high, lower low, but we are pulling back. We have no need to break the previous weekly candles high. Looks like we may still do so. Obviously, we've got today and tomorrow left. We are forming a very strong bullish candle at this rate. Pulled up at a level here to the left hand side. So strong bullish on the weekly. What we've got also is daily candles creating higher lows, higher highs. We've got a closure above the bodies of the candles here to the left. Wasn't a strong closure. However, if we're still creating high lows, higher highs, that would suggest to me that there is still a chance we could continue to the upside. Just trading below the resistance though at 1.2484. If we begin to break above that, I think it's a high probability we'll continue to the upside. Just going to mark in the current daily candles low. So bearish in structure on the daily, but counter probabilities to the upside. 4 hour at a very strong level of resistance. It is technically bullish though. We have flipped the structure, but you cannot ignore the current level it's at. Just going to mark in that. I know there's a level you could technically drag it higher up, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at this for the time being. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy it above it because you still got 4 hour resistance to the left hand side. As far as support, I mean, got this level here, we've got a level just below it. And let's see what we got on the M30. So bullish on the 4 hour, bullish on the weekly, bearish on the daily. And the M30 structure is technically bullish, so the bias is flipped to the upside. Now, good thing is, if this candle closes in the next 5 minutes as is, we've got a swing point at this point here, which lines up with this support formed at the current daily candle's low. So if price was to continue bullish, we should respect this level at 1.24550. As long as we do so, I will look for potential, I would look for, because I don't trade this pair, potential buys from really above that, pretty much above that 1.24550. But I'm just going to mark in the high of that support as buys above. Now selling it below, issue is you're running into another support here to the left hand side. So what I'd probably be doing is marking another level of support just a little bit lower down, and it does open up a lot more at that point there. You'd be breaking, already would have broken the current daily candles low, so you have a high low, high high. You have no need to pull back down and break your own low. If you were to continue bullish, you do so and start popping below that support at 1.24456. It's clean traffic to the left. There's a good chance that price will come back down to the 4 hour support around that 1.24250 sort of level. So that's what I'll be looking at. I'll also be looking for rejection of the 4 hour resistance for potential catalyst to sell it back down. I mean, on that little impulsive entry, it's almost an entry right now, but it's not the greatest time of day for it. I'd rather it happen at either right on session open or a little bit, well, not long after it, maybe the 30-minute candle after it, and that's about it. So I want to see how price reacts to this level for potential sells. If it continues up, clear move up, pull back, support, potential buy options. So that is a GU. Got 3 minutes left. Let's see if I can knock off NAS before the closure of this candle. Wow, big move to the downside. We'll have a chat about that shortly. There'll be a few reasons why. Alright, so looking at NAS. So weekly, weak bullish candle. Still pushing back down low. Could potentially close back bearish, but who knows. At this stage, all we can go off is once go down time frames to see what we've got. But I mean, it currently is weak bullish. If it closes weak bullish, then I'd be looking forward to the following candle, next week's candle, to begin to break low of this candle, and it's likely to head down further. Looking at the daily, we have flip the structure bearish. We have lower highs, lower lows. Looking like we could come down further. I've not created an upper wick though, so I'll be marking that level just there. But we do have potential to come down towards the current weekly candles low again, so a fair bit of margin. 4 hour, you could argue it's bullish in structure, but it's rejected resistance and is again heading down. Lower highs, lower lows, not a great deal of margin. Gonna mark in most recent support at this point here. Resistance, we got right at highs, so I'm just gonna wait till I got the M30. Alright, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to mark in the money resistance just below the current daily candle open now. I'm not interested in selling it down because it's kind of like GJ. It's already made the move. Probably should be in it already if that was to be the case. And I don't trust the volume at this time of day. So what I'd be looking for is one of two things. Price to pull back to retest the resistance, fall within the current daily candle, reject that level around that 17,370. And then I would look for potential sells to take it back down. And that, again, close to NY open, in my opinion, is the better option. Now, if we begin to break above that resistance, what we're likely going to do is create the upper wick on a daily. I would like to see it create the upper wick, let it create it for the first time, pull back, form that support above that previous resistance, and then I feel it could be a really good option to start looking for the counter trend buy. You'll also be flipping the M30 structure once you get that closure above the resistance. So for me, that is where I, at this point, will be looking for potential buys if it were me on NAS. Otherwise, the further option for me would be if it just consolidates just now. We have 4 hour candle closing bearish and then come close to 10Y, start creating some lower lows, lower highs within the 4 hour, close below a support formed. If it is to happen at this level, then I will perhaps look for the continuation sell. But at this rate, I just let it do its thing and wait for the pullbacks to get involved in potential options. Whoever buys, I'll be looking to the left and see where we could potentially form a support at. Got this level here around at 17,264. So if price does pop down to that level, I've been waiting for structure to form, similar to what I mentioned on GJ at the highs. And as soon as I get my catalyst to suggest that maybe we're going to bounce off this level, then I would potentially look for a buy. So that is NAS. How long was that into the stream? So about 25 minutes in. Just one moment, guys. All right, so we got the 30-minute closure. GJ's closed bearish. Don't have a minor support just yet, so still nothing for me. Just going to be patient with it. Not going to try to be a hero and just sell it because it could still rip to the upside. Gold. All right, it's tapped in. Yeah, so this candle's just popped down, so no entry for me. But gold is now at a level I would consider looking for trades, so just need to wait for it to give me my catalyst win price action. So who knows, we may have an option on the next 30-minute candle. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. In the meantime, let me say good day. So Paulius, good day to you. Sexy as always. Josh, good morning, my friend. Nerd Nightbot. Mr. Steve Dean, hope you're well. Cody A, good morning, my friend. Archer, good morning, man. Ville, good morning to you. Shake Sami, good morning. Franco, hope you're well, brother. Hope you enjoyed your day yesterday. Ghost Trader, listening, cycling, typing. That's an FM man, multitasking. Good on you. Just don't fall off it. Ian, good morning to you, mate. Augustian, Please look, gold for sell now. Not for me, not for sell now. No. But again, spray the upper wick if you had a cowboy limit order or took an impulsive entry back at the lows of the resistance. Be safely in profits right now. Yep, Josh just wait. Yeah, exactly. Lau, good morning to you. Astral, good day, man. Hope you're well. Ville, can you look EU? Also, I mean, buy from yesterday 106.883. Well, it's looking good, brother. Looking really good. EU is, it's at a resistance though, so that's the only thing I'd be a little bit concerned about. But a nice strong, that's a really nice strong closure. So that's a really good catalyst. It's closed well above the bodies of the candles here to the left. Current candle has the high low. If it begins to break the high of the previous, then there is a good chance it will perhaps break through the resistance here, and then you have some clean traffic to the left. So EU buy options I feel are really good, as long as you really remain above this resistance from yesterday, 4-hour level. Let me only on it. Yeah, I think you're pretty safe at the moment, man. I would say wanted to stay above 107, psychological round number. So I'd be, for me, I'd be trailing my stops. But it's looking good. So nice work, man. Nice work. Now, bullish engulfing on GJ or a limit order could suffice. We'll have to wait and see. Let's bump those likes, Josh. That'd be fantastic. Is there? Good morning to you, Franco. Yes, everything was very interesting. Happy to hear it, my friend. I'm sure it was. Sounded Ville, no problem. Is there any quick entry possible now? So, if you want, there is, but not for me. GJ's broken the high to previous high, low, high, high. Has no low wick, so there is a chance that it will pull back and create its low wick. If you ask me, it should have been at this point, which I wasn't on the chart for it, so I'm not going to chase it. Gold, no confirmation. So what I'm looking at gold now is if we form a bit of support, so this candle closes strong bearish in the M15, followed by a weak bullish candle on the following M15. That's going to close the 30-minute still back bearish, and then on the following candle to create lower high, lower low. That could be a potential sell option on gold. Just need to patiently wait, guys, though. And Charlie, that's gold. That's hopefully that answers your question. Sell? Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Yep, that's right, Josh. Just patiently wait, guys. All right. So who have I got presents? I'll shuffle the names before I draw it. So Aulius, first cap off the rank. Saxy, who's been a winner a few times of the private sessions. Mate Josh. I'll just put Josh W. Steve, you're going it. You've already got it. So if you haven't said g'day in the chat, say g'day. So I've got your name here and I can add you to the wheel of names. I've got time, guys. It's all good. There's nothing right now I can take, so I can do it while we patiently wait. Cody. Chad, you've also got it, but again, you'll go in there anyway. Ville. Check Somi. Franco as well, you've got it, but nonetheless, you're in it. Ghost Trader as well, man. You're right there. Ian, who've also got it again. So a lot of these guys I do coach. Ian, I'll just put red. Augustian. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Wow. Astral. Oh, I didn't put your name in once too, by the way. Who's there? And Charlie? RS. How are you, buddy? Hope you're well. Live Aficionate. Nice one. I'll add your name. Ooh. English cartoon. Present. Nice one. Renuka. I'll add you. Barmy. I don't think I've caught up with it all. Alright. Zed, thanks. You explained everything nicely yesterday to me. Nice one. Yeah, Leon, sorry, I missed a few. Leon, you've already got it anyway, so. Jonathan? Sorry, man. Carl F. Leon, I'll put you on it. Yeah, you might choose to forfeit it if you do win, seeing you won it last time with the question I asked. First in. Lewis, gotta add you, my friend. How are you, brother? All cool, man. All good. All right. So what have I missed in the chat? So if anyone else do say g'day, and your name will go on the list of names. What have I missed? What's the entry for today, Astral? Well, looking for potential gold sales at the moment. GJ is just flying, so there's nothing for me on GJ. Be a bit patient with it. Need some support to form on GJ before I consider any action, and gold at this stage looks more probable, so just waiting on gold at the moment. Carl F, what's the wheel? It's a giveaway for just to say thank you for 500 subs. It's been pretty quick. I've only been streaming for 3.5 weeks and it's up to 500, so I'm pretty happy with that. So you guys, you know what to do. Help me out by hitting that like button. Ghost Ray, I'll be in a cafe in 15 minutes. I'm just listening and avoiding death by typing. Oh man. Yeah, be careful of that. Get pulled over for that. Sell in 2317. Not yet. I mean, it could if this candle closes bearish engulfing, yeah. Josh, I'll keep hitting a like. Let's keep hitting a like button for more future content, guys. We did NY likes. Well, pretty much did NY because of, well, to be honest, I was going to do an update video and I was on the PC and I thought I might as well just jump on for half an hour. Ended up jumping on for like an hour and a quarter, and then I just literally, my eyes were starting to close and hit the wall. I could feel it. I'm like, I'm done. Shut off the work. Oh, okay. If it gets on my name spinning again, someone that hasn't got it, bunch of value on the course, guys. Appreciate it, my friend. Left, congrats on new stream. Glad you found it, by the way, so thank you. Give a like, guys. Jonathan, yep. Lewis, well deserved. Cheers, my friend. Renuka, like, nice one. Is there when to enter for gold, sir? In my opinion, you need to wait minimum for this 30-minute candles close, because the 15 looked like it was coming down, and look at it now, it's popping back up. So for me, I'm just waiting. And GJ is looking like it may exhaust. I don't yet really have much of a confirmation though. Anything to the to the downside at the moment would be very impulsive. So we're in a really strong uptrend. And whilst we're in an uptrend and we still have volume to the upside, what is likely to happen? So what, as we can see, guys, let me just zoom out a little bit. GJ's been creating some, since the lows here, we've created some steady moves up. So we created a low, higher, high, high, higher, low, higher, high, high, low, higher, high, higher, low. It's not even a swing point, it's pretty much the one impulse. So what's likely to happen now is if we do pull back, at some point we're likely just going to pull back to create another higher low, grab some more liquidity from the market and head back up. Now, the issue with trying to counter trend sell it is we don't know where it's going to pull up at. And it's likely, whilst the trend is to the upside, whilst the volume is still to the upside, it's likely just to make a small pullback. It could form support 5-10 pips lower down, head back up. That is the real risk involved with taking these sort of cowboy sell options based off how overbought a currency is at the moment. So to me, in this situation, what I feel more comfortable with is let it create that low, pull back, creates a lower high or equal high, could potentially start looking for options there. Let it pull back to retest its support. As soon as it starts popping below that support, that's when I trust it a hell of a lot more that we're going to make a deeper pullback. Once we start to flip some structure in the micro trend, that's when I start to believe it more that we're going to make more of a pullback. So not so keen on just counter trend selling GJ at the moment. I'm just going to wait. Yeah, he's there. So that's it. Just need to wait, brother. All good. All good. Just I will let you know if I'm interested, but at the moment I'm not. Renuka, hope everyone ends profitable today. That would be lovely. So you guys enjoy that little video at the start. Most of you probably weren't interested, seeing you're not from Oz, but where are my New Zealand peeps these days? I used to have quite a few on the stream, but not sure where they're at. He's there waiting, sir. Okay, that's it. That's all we have to do. So once again, if anyone hasn't mentioned their name in chat, haven't said g'day, do so, because I add you to the wheel of names, and we can do it by elimination. We can, instead of just the first name I pull out as the winner, we can probably draw 3 names, and then process of elimination, the last one standing is going to be the winner. So don't be shy, guys, to say g'day and I'll add your name to the list of names. Well, yeah, sounds good. Nice one. Alright, is a Zoom link? Guys, no deal. If you do join, you need to be watching another device just so I don't lose the viewers. I do it in good faith that you guys are going to be good. You're going to listen, you're going to actually still watch me on another device, and you're going to behave if you do jump on. I'm the only stream that does this, guys. It's a stream with a difference. Daniel, man, how are you, brother? Wow, haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're well. I'll add your names to the list. How's things, my friend? Who's there? Today is Pakistan New Zealand match. I'm from oh, okay, cricket. Big day. Massive day. New Zealand is obviously commemorating Anzac Day. Here he is.
Hello, sir.
G'day guys. Daniel's just covering up the screen. He's got no top. All good, man. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, brother.
What is going on? What is going on?
Oh, how are you, brother? Long time, man. How are you? How's things?
Man, everything's been great. Thanks for asking, man.
Nice one.
First of all, congratulations on your new channel, brother. You deserve it.
Cheers, brother. Yeah, it's been good. Steady, going steady, it's going well. Been a big increase in subs, so yeah, really happy with it. Really happy.
Yeah, man, definitely. I came here to show some support. I was just doing some late work, and I was like, well, you know, you're live. Let me go and show support, man.
I appreciate it. I know it's very late for you, so I do definitely appreciate it. So as long as all is well, my friend, it's good to
Yeah, definitely.
continue.
And
Yeah.
I'm also here to learn, man.
That's it. Have you been training or?
No, not at all, man. I was about to start like my prop firm journey, but I saw the whole, you know, shabils with like the whole prop firm funding. Getting,
Yep.
You know, the United States. So I was like, let me just step back a little bit.
Correct. Yeah. It's obviously they're cracking down. They're really strict on it over in the US.
Yeah, man.
So I've coaching some clients, well, I call them my friends in the US, and they've had issues with it themselves. So yeah, not great, but hopefully it'll sort itself out. So I think there's still options, but yeah, you just have to try to find a way around it.
Yeah, definitely. Did you already do your review? Your
Analysis?
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at potential gold sales. Now, what I'm looking at just now is the 15 ended up closing bullish, but if this candle can close bearish engulfing on the M15, it's going to close the 30-minute back bearish. Then what I'd be looking for is potentially on the following candle, once we create the upper wick and begin to break the low of the previous M30, using that 15-minute catalyst as well, the engulfing candle, I may look to execute a sell. So rejecting the 4-hour resistance at this stage, so that to me will be a pretty nice option. I just need to wait.
And your entry would be at the lower wick?
Yeah, below the low of this candle. But I just want to wait for an engulfing candle because that will close the 30-minute strong bearish. And I've got 2 ticks within this one 30-minute candle. That is the bit of case. We've got, well, 3. We've got rejection of a 4-hour resistance, we've got 15-minute engulfing, and we've got 30-minute closing back a strong bearish candle. So that's what I focused on personally just now.
That was solid.
Nice one, brother. Always good to hear from you.
Yeah. How's the family, man? How's time?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Little one's is growing. He's a tall boy. He broke his arm again recently for the 2nd time in about 6 months. But he's all right. He's a character. You ask him, is it sore? Not sore. So it's getting better, which is good.
Maybe to ask you, has he ever asked you, or does he know like trade, or like does he see you like, hey, what are you doing with those candles on the computer?
Not yet, but I'm sure that will eventually come. So I would like to obviously teach him a thing or two about it, and I think it's best to do so while he's still young because they're like sponges, obviously. But I'll have to try to relate it to like a video game or something for him. Because otherwise he's just going to be it'll be bored shitless. So obviously I think he'll have a problem with discipline and patience at the beginning, being a little kid. But I would love to one day, you know, teach him. If he chooses to learn, then he's got a pretty good coach.
I'm sure he will, man. How's Matt, man?
I think he's alright, man. To be honest, I haven't spoke to him since the start of the year. So
Oh,
yeah, no, I think he's just busy with his other ventures at the moment. I don't think he's trading, to be honest.
yeah.
Really no idea.
Like,
Yeah, I've no idea, to be honest, man. But look, I hope he's well. And we left on good terms. It was all amicable. I just wanted to do my own thing, and he accepted that. And yeah, he wished me luck, and that's about it. That's the last of it. So
no, yeah, that's good. And what about the family? Currently, how's the family?
yeah, good, man. It's picking up. It's quite busy, so keeps me busy, keeps me flat out between the two. So, but all good, man. All good. So, cheers for asking. Appreciate it. And you, all the family, everyone's well.
Yeah, man. So I moved back to the Dominican Republic for a while now.
Okay,
Been
yeah.
here for like about a month or two. So just trying it out and like go where you're pretty close.
Yep, nice one. I don't blame you, man. Brian Jones, I've just added some names to the wheel, by the way. Some of the guys said g'day, Brian Jones. Cheers to you, and you too. Sean, you haven't missed much. Just waiting on gold. This candle closes bearish engulfing in a 15. It's going to close the 30-minute strong bearish, and that will be a catalyst, in my opinion. So it's in my course. So the lucky winner will have access to that, and you'll see what I mean. It's in there. So this is potentially an option, but it's not yet. It's not there just yet. If this candle closes as is, what that will require me to do is really wait for at least some more data to print, at least a bit of support to form, maybe. So like a 15 minutes close back bullish, and then as it breaks that minor support, potential entries. But at this stage, I really don't like this pullback. I don't like this long wick. And there's GJ continuing to the upside. So yeah, definitely not an entry for me. However, GJ, could it provide a limit order buy option? Let's see where it closes. In anticipation, it tapped back into the high of that previous candle, wicks off it, and continues the upside. So that is something I could be looking at, guys. So just depends, because this, every chance it's going to move. It's just going to fly at the moment. It's into clean traffic. Not going to chase it. I'm just going to wait. Go Australia alive. That's amazing. See mates at a cafe. Daniel, so the ace is Daniel. Since the gentleman just spoke, give some love and likes. Perfect analysis. Thank you. Sean, sorry I'm late. Finished his work so late last night. All good, man. All good. RR, by the way, my NAS sells. Counter they worked out. Well, NAS absolutely dropped, didn't it? So on stream, we're looking at rejection of this level, and it did reject. And did it ever reject? Wow, massive rejection. Doesn't mean easy entries, but that's what we do call on the stream. We want price pull back to that level and form rejection. Give us our signals to look for a sell. So nice one, brother.
You're definitely into that, boss.
It's more so if I do trade MY. I did a MY stream yesterday, just a little one, and focus was NAS and gold. So I wasn't even looking at GJ, to be honest.
Yeah, my must be really tough doing the NY session, right?
Yeah, correct.
It's like super late.
Yeah, for me, it's. I mean, I was on till about 11 p.m. last night, just before 11 p.m. For me, it's quite late. So I know it's later for you right now, but yeah, I'm usually well in bed by then.
Do your workout today?
I do, man. Definitely.
Nice, man.
Yeah, busy day though, because it's public holiday here, so gym was packed. It was like a bloody nightclub in there.
I hate it when it's packed, man. I always try to go either late at night or
Yeah.
super early in the morning.
Yeah. Usually if I go around lunchtime, it's quite empty. But today, obviously, because the public holiday was packed. My GJ's flying. I need GJ to pull back a bit. If it closes this high up, it's way too far above. So what's likely going to happen if it does create a lower wick? Likely not going to tap into that level. It's likely just going to create a small lower wick and head up. And once again, I'm not chasing it. So I'm still going to see where it closes. If it closes about 8-10 pips above, then I might set a buy limit at the high. Now I can see gold is flipping bullish on my MetaTrader. So at this rate, it looks like GJ could be the option. I'll let you know if I will actually take it. I'm just lining up. What I'm looking at now on my MetaTrader is what is the high of that bearish candle. It's 205. So if I was to take a potential entry, it would have to be on at around 205. We did have Steve pop it on the mic yesterday and explain how he lays into the trade. That could be an option, but seeing we're so far up, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it to that one entry back at the high of that bearish candle, but not at this rate. If it closes as is, I'm not gonna bother with it. All right, took lower high on top, nice one. Sean, if I seen GU, it's probably pumping like GJ. Yeah, so GU could provide. No, it's at resistance still. Just need to let things settle down. Gold gonna try in the last 2 minutes to close back strong bearish. Let's see. So line that up as well, just in case. Is it good to use indicators? If you please let us know best indicators to use. I don't use indicators, so for me, I wouldn't recommend them because they are lagging. But if you can use them to add confidence to your trades, I'm not, who am I to say they don't work? I just haven't had enough experience with them to recommend them. A minute and a bit left until this candle closes. So GJ needs to pull back about 6 pips if I was to look for that limit order. About 5-6 pips. And gold doesn't look like it's gonna provide the option at this rate. How's it going, Josh? What are you looking at this morning?
Hey mate, so earlier I took a gold buy around 23.13 and I closed around 23.18. So I'm
nice one. Yeah, I like the gold buys. If had I been on the chart, I reckon I would have gone in a little bit higher up after this confirmation.
Yeah.
But wasn't on the chart for it, so.
I took it on the 15-minute time frame instead of like 30-minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not bad of a move. I was quite surprised, but I was a bit more intrigued that it actually came back down to the 23.6, like 23.5 earlier during Asian. I believe it was news related. I would have assumed why it shut down, but
yep.
The only thing to really mention is obviously we've got GDP today, so we've got to be very careful if you're trading at New York session.
Very, yeah.
Could potentially be a fake out and just like consolidation, and it's just going to trap both buyers and sellers. So I would trade very cautiously today until New York. There might be a clearer picture after news.
Yeah, I agree. It could just bop about for the time being. It's at a level I'd like to sell it. I just don't have any probabilities at this stage, or any confirmation to sell it. That candle close week. What's that?
Sorry, I was just saying it's hard to speculate at the moment because I was watching your session earlier when you was just started, and we talked about yesterday and the day before about the dailies and weekly candles, how it's going to be closing. And I mentioned about yesterday, if it was going to go back into a bearish formation, we're going to see more sell-off. And if it was going to flip to bullish, then we're going to see more of a price uptrend. Now, yesterday, it gave us pretty much nothing to give us a proper direction. weekly, you already can see, as you mentioned on your stream, if you have not watched it, go back and just look at the analysis for people who are late. Just look at the weekly. There's no top wick, and this could be an indication that this could potentially be more of a sell-off, like you mentioned on your analysis. So I would be a bit more speculated to think it's going to be a sell-off during news today, but I would be very careful trading it, because there will be manipulations. There's going to be at least some form of market manipulation. The news could manipulate it, and it could just literally flip it.
It could do anything.
That's where gold comes.
Yeah, gold. It's again, I going off the weekly, and that to me, I mean, I've said it all week. Yeah, it doesn't have an upper wick, but it doesn't necessarily have to. I know everyone's calling for it to pull back, creates upper wick, but again, you just look down to my time frames and where could it potentially reject, look for those levels, and every time it's retraced to one of those levels, so far it's respected it and come back down to create a low. So I'm just still going off that theory until, you know, until something changes. So until maybe you have a daily closing back strong bullish and you're starting to create high lows, higher highs. We don't have much longer left in a week for it to do so, but until that happens, I still see further downside potentially.
There was another comment I've just seen on the YouTube about the Bank of Japan, the Japanese yen that we spoke about yesterday as well, Justin, because obviously they are going to be investigating about what's been going on with the yen lately.
Yeah,
so,
the free fall.
Yeah, I'm still believing it's gonna be an extra interest rate, and someone is saying that if they choose the interest rate, it might drop a bit more. Yeah, if you look at the, if you go on the trading view, for anyone that's interested, just go look at the Japan basket yen. You can see the yen is literally been falling since 2020, and we saw it yesterday.
Yeah, we had a look yesterday.
It was just literally crazy.
Yeah, it's just been a free fall since pretty much the pandemic. So intervention is likely. So that was the current Forex. Xauusd is gold bearish now in 30 candle close bearish. To me, it's the buy right now is to the downside. I don't yet have my confirmation. If it goes just now, it goes.
I might have some form of confirmation, but I'm still waiting as well. I'm trying to wait for an extra minute or so.
Yeah, it's broken low. It should continue down, but once again, I'm not convinced by that weak candle, the previous. So I'm just waiting. I'm just holding tight, guys. Personally, our gold is at zone, has stops below us. We might go for it. 213.17. For it sell, you mean, or?
I think it's going to sell.
Yeah, but I mean, look what it's doing just now. To me, there's no confirmation. The way I trade doesn't mean you guys don't have a confirmation, but for me, there isn't. Are you there? In 30 minute, is there a triple top pattern? M30.
Ish.
I don't know. I would say double top. I'm not sure about triple top and all that.
Well, with the triple top, you're looking at the first part started about 3:30, but that was been yesterday. Honestly, I don't think it's not formatted enough to be a triple top. Not at all. I can possibly see a head and shoulders if I was going to format, but again, it's hard to speculate it.
Yep. Yeah, I don't trade any of that jazz patterns and all that stuff. Yeah, for me, I just pure price action. I look for the levels that I want to get involved in trades, and then just wait for my signals in price action. Plain and simple. So I'm at a level I want to sell it now, but I don't have my signal within price action yet to do so. So had I took an impulse entry as it broke low of that previous candle, I'd be licking my wounds right now, and I'd be probably just about stopped out. So yeah, I'd rather wait patiently for what I want to see to occur than just jump in on second-rate trades. That's just me, and that's how I've become a consistent trader. So all in one, I've just added you, by the way, to the wheel spin, which appears to be affected by GDP data today. Any of the majors, gold, obviously, as well.
US dollar.
Indices, yep. So the majors.
It's mainly the US dollar. There's one thing I just want to quickly mention. We have home sales that are happening today as well. That is going to affect energy and gas. So oil traders, it's going to be affecting that.
Yep.
So I'll be careful trading oil, but that's of course in New York. It's not going to happen now, but just be careful.
Will affect the CAD as well, likely.
Yeah, and the Canadian dollar as well.
Go Australia, if you guys don't use in depth, you have a better chance come in my. I'll be buying gold. That's absolutely fine. I'm trading it based off technicals, and at this stage, it could go up, but it's at a level I'd rather sell it. I'm not going to buy it into resistance, so that's just me. Research what is GDP. All good. Once again, I'm just trading what I see, not what I think. How it affects the currency, you will know a lot more how it'll go. Once again, my friend, I don't doubt you, but I'm at levels I want to rather sell it. Could it go up? It could definitely go up. Does it have to crane up a wick? It could, but if I was a betting man, I would say it's unlikely to do so within a current weekly candle. Following technicals, again, news can throw all that out the window, but I'm still on the side of the sells. Do I have active trade now? Is that no? I don't have an active trade, brother. I'm still waiting. Still waiting now. Franco GU's also gone. Yep. So pound is pounding absolutely on a tear, and I'm not chasing it. I have my signal, so go straight. I'm just replying to that dude. All good, brother. All good. All good. You're entitled to your opinion. I know you're a fundamentalist. As far as your trading, you do look at the fundamentals a lot. That's something I'm learning a lot about now. I'm actually reading up about it more, listening to podcasts and things as well. So I'm learning a fair bit about that. But yeah, so I'm trying to tie it in, because the best thing you can do is marry the two, technicals and fundamentals, because obviously they both play a role. The news will often give price a push to a technical level. Now, it can blow things apart. Obviously, if you're in a downtrend and news comes out positive for, let's just say, or negative for the US dollar, and money goes into gold, it can blow through certain levels and turn it back into a full-blown uptrend. But it's likely to react to a previous level of data, and that's where the technicals come in. So if you can marry the two together, that is the best way to go about it. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do now, trying to tie the two together so I can take advantage of, because I'm good with technicals. I really think I'm really good with technicals. If I can learn a bit more about the news side of things and the economy and how it all works and tie it all in, it's only going to be a benefit. So I know you're big on that, my friend. So yeah, I will always value your opinion within the chat, so by all means keep chatting away. Paulius, just quick question, why don't look at DXY? I understand it inversely correlates, but the other day it wasn't. The other day they were both dropping at the same time. I just don't need to, because I focus on what I'm seeing in front of me. If I'm flicking between the two, like it's like I know that most of the time gold's going up, DXY is likely going down. So I don't see a point in taking a look at it.
Simpler the better.
Yep, less is more, as we've always said. The old adage. Because it is, in my opinion. Why overcomplicate things And GJ's not going to stop. It's just on a tear.
Oh, I think it's a potential chance to buy it, but it's far too gone. I think that opportunity.
Yeah, they could rip it. There is nothing stopping it, but I just can't justify buying it right now.
No.
Because I wanted that option here. Oh, it's way too far up. This counter's got no lower wick. Look at these last, if you include this counter here, got a tiny lower wick. The last 4 bullish candles have just ripped straight to the upside. I don't know. For me, I'm not comfortable taking that. Again, it doesn't have to create its lower wick, but when it comes down to the confirmation or the entry time frame, I'd rather it actually do so. There are circumstances where it's not that necessary. In this case, I feel it is necessary. Yeah. So the focus is likely going to be on gold all stream, to be honest, guys, the way GJ's pushing. 30-minute in gold. 2 legs up, we might make a third. Oh, you're talking about to this level? Potentially. So far, we're forming support. So at least we're forming support at below resistance. So if we respect the resistance, start popping below support. Could be options. I'm probably going to need to see a closure below of some sort. 5 minutes doesn't look great. So there you go, guys. Some of you looking, can we sell it now? Can we sell it now? Getting a bit of FOMO when you're seeing it break below the previous candle. Look at it now. Look what it's done. Well, I just sat here. No, it's not valid for me. I'm not taking it. And proven right. Ghost Trader, yup, news trader is different game. 100%, man. I don't doubt it. Brings me volatility though, where I make my majority of money. And that's it. You've worked out a way, and that's what I'm trying inside to win together. It's just unfortunate most of the big events come on when I'm tucked away overnight. So,
or as it always happens when you're like getting food or
making food,
snack.
Yep, that's the old one. Every time I went to make dinner, I got one. Yes, Tuesday I think it was. When I saw it happening, I'm like, nah, I'm not missing this one. I got the move. I was wrapped because it was a nice move on gold.
Just to me, I'm still learning the ropes, but to me it seems with gold right now, with that bearish candle, it seems like it was a little pause. I think it has a little bit more to go up.
Yeah, it could potentially.
The candle,
I'd want it to pop above this resistance. Doesn't mean I want to buy it because you're pretty much buying into a 4-hour resistance just a little bit higher up, but that could be the next level, and that's where, once again, yes, it could continue bullish, but I'm not wanting to buy it into resistance, so I'd rather look for the sellers. Look, I could drag this up this level because it is clear on the M30, but even having said that, this pause here, which is support followed by a resistance candle, that's pretty much the start of the 4 hours. So I feel it has to be, I feel you could do this actually. You could probably drop that in and say if price pops above 23.25, then it's likely to come up to 23.29. So that could be an option as well above that level.
Yeah, good margin. Is that what?
Yeah, you have enough margin.
I mean,
Yeah.
Is gold what 3 versus 3, or is it 3 versus 1?
To the downside, yeah, currently it's bearish, correct.
Okay.
Currently it's bearish, but I still feel it has legs to go to the upside. I still feel eventually it's going to flip back bullish. It's going to create some higher highs. It's going to rip to the upside. It's just a matter of time. When some shit hits the fan overseas, it's just going to go on an absolute tear again. And also, if GDP to come, the news is forecast to be negative for the dollar. So it could rip as well today as well. So wait and see.
The only thing I would speculate is that candle that we had earlier during Asian session, well, Tokyo, why did that sell off?
This one?
Was it just a big quit? So if you go to on your chart, the one, yeah, that one.
Oh.
I was looking at.
I just want to.
Yeah.
Was there any breaking news throughout today?
I don't
Not really.
I don't.
Yeah. So this chart.
Yeah. So
No, this candle on me.
we started selling off with that candle, and it makes you wonder why did we start selling off? Was it because it was a liquidity to go to the upside later? Who knows? But I would still be careful because, as we mentioned earlier, it could still continue to sell off today.
Good.
And we need to obviously stay ahead by waiting and just focus on what we can do, you know. Because the last thing you want to do is just jump in and just make a mistake, and then you screw yourself over.
Yeah, that's why I create some rules and stick to it. For a lot of people, it's difficult. It's difficult to sit and wait, but for me, it's very simple. Very simple. It takes complete emotional side of things out of trading. So for me right now, we're just consolidating the 15 below resistance. So I'd want to see a very strong closure on the M15 to the downside if I was to sell it. And then at London Open, upper wick, I could be looking for sells below the current M30, which will obviously be the previous below the support formed at the resistance. But for now, I don't have that confirmation. I still need to wait. I still want to see these candles start to reject GJ. Not going to be a hero and just sell it if this candle closes back bearish in a 15. Yeah, look, if it closes weak bullish, there is a good chance we'll make a pullback, but it's London Open, anything could happen. I'm not going to force GJ. I'm just going to let it do its thing and focus on gold for this session at the moment. What have I missed? RR. Oh, Lewis, you're off. No worries. Boys, all good, man. RR, elite wave on M30. 5 ways down. We should be ABC up to 23, 25.7. Possibly, I have no idea about elite waves, to be honest. DXY doesn't always correlate, it's not guaranteed. Go straight, exactly. It wasn't yesterday or a couple of days ago. They're both moving in the same direction. Go straight supply and demand versus economy is what majority, which major is, sorry, what majorly shifts goal. GDP, geopolitical events, unemployment, CPI, PPI. Yep. Yeah, exactly. So obviously geopolitical events is a big one lately. Yes, same waiting on hour to close. Okay, if we close below 23.19, under this level will be more comfortable. Yeah, I agree. How's the hourly looking? So the hourly is actually looking like it wants to continue up. Is there going to be possible buys? I can only see a bit of clean trade between 23, 22.4 and 23, 24.4 roughly. There's about 20 pip margin. So I still lean at where we're currently sitting on the side of sells. Just because it's at a level I'd rather sell it from, not buy it into the resistance. Is there in gold, if the candle is strong bullish, what should be our next move? Depends how strong it is. If it closes above the resistance, could be buy options. But at this stage, again, that's if, maybe, when. Just have to wait and see. Let's hit like button. That's it. As Josh mentions, go straight common mistake made with looking at news events is, for example, if the prediction is greater than previous, but the actual figure is less than predicted, but still more than previous figure. Yep. I recognize that too. All in one. Any chance of euro for sell? Again, just based off price, I mean, it's in an uptrend. Based off price action, what you'd be looking for right now is this candle closed back bearish engulfing on the 15. What it's going to do is close the M30 back bearish for long wick to the upside, and then you could look for a cheeky little sell option at the open. Let it create a little bit of an upper wick. Doesn't need to create much of an upper wick, seeing it's grab liquidity at this level to the left. Kind of lines up with the previous level over here. Thank you for the sub. So yeah, EU potentially could be a cheeky little counter trend sell, but just be very cautious with it, because it doesn't necessarily have to come back down to support. It could just pull up, create high low. That's what I'm saying about GJ. As tempting as it might be, it could be very short-lived, because it could just come down and grab a little bit more liquidity and then shoot up again. There is nothing yet to suggest it's not going to that it's going to slow down. To me, it's just screaming continuation, but I'm not going to just buy it because of that. Ghost Trader also needs to remember that markets are corrupt. Yeah, I know. Exactly. Stay away from fundamentals until you become very experienced in what the economy is doing. I would agree with that. So thank you for your opinions as always. Thank you for the subs, by the way, guys. Dureska, let me add you to the wheel of names. I don't think I have. Anyone else in the chat not said g'day, do say g'day. I'll add you to the wheel of names for the giveaway, which will be done probably about 30 minutes into London. Ross W. Elias. Here we go. So now everyone's going to say g'day. Karina. And Rodrigo. Nice one. All right, so 6.5 minutes remaining. Wow, gold's just shot up. Gold will be tricking many people out, because a lot of you would have been looking for the sell just there. May have been triggered in. And now you're looking at wounds. The buys could trick you out too, because it's still below resistance and it's now popping back below it. So if you had a buy stop above that level, you're now on drawdown. So for those of you who keep asking, can we buy, can we sell it now? You can. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want. But for me, I wait for confirmations, and it saves me a hell of a lot of times if I just wait patiently. Because had I just had a sell stop, buy stop, I would be in big trouble on both right now. Sean, think everyone should like button as well to be in the comp. That would be nice, but I have no way of tracking who's hit the like button and who hasn't, so it's not going to work. Go straight $3 a minute. Yeah, that's gold, isn't it? It does that. Should be 66 or more likes. Agreed. Should be. Go straight, don't do anything right now. I agree. I will not be doing anything on gold just at this minute.
I think that was a liquidity grab.
From the upside, you mean?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're predicting it's going to reject?
Yeah.
Potentially. Sure, well, everyone says hi, hits the like button and you don't spin the wheel till it hits 66 likes. It's a good point, to be honest. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Guys, do a brother a favor, hit the like button.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. That's it. Next destination, 1,000.
Hell yeah.
It's been a quick one. Ghost Trader, it's just got very, very volatile. It has, and that's what gold does. You know it just as well as any. It can just do that. Yesterday on the MY stream, it was a bit over the shop as well. Actually, gold wasn't doing much, but then after it made the move. Yesterday, I spoke about it was just consolidating right here in the MY stream. It said, wait for your move, wait for it to create the move out of it, and did it ever? Just pop straight up. So difficult to get involved because it's coming from consolidation. But again, for me, it's just better to wait. I know some of my guys got an entry, which I was really proud of using the volume at that point. But they still wait for this closure, but they got the entry because I think this candle creates lower wick and a decent one, and they got in as it. Some got in on the lower wick and some got in as it broke. Didn't last long because the runner got stopped out, but eventually it kept going. Trying to push again, gold. Wow. Rodrigo, I liked it already. Should be only for people liked. It should be, but I have no way of judging who's liked and who hasn't. Alright, so gold pushing. So the buys above that based off the 15. I'm looking at 30. It's you're buying into resistance above that level. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. That's why I had that zone marked in. It's one big wick on the 30-minute. Now I understand why I had it in. And that lines up with 4-hour resistance as well. The same wick. You're gonna buy for 23.21. Nice one. Got a thought on potential entry at the open, but I'm not so comfortable because it beat a limit order back at the high of this bearish candle. But if it's gonna pull back that far, it's likely gonna pull back into the range below. I'm not sure how comfortable I am buying it into resistance or at resistance. Christopher, to you too, my friend, and I have to add your name to the wheel. RS, so glad we waited and did not jump in your wallet saver. No worries, my friend. Sean wouldn't buy gold right now at all. It's too up and down. Personal thought it's going to fake out buys, come back down. Could well do so. We'll have to wait and see. Live vision. Gold is stop loss, however. Stop loss, however. Or Hunter. Do not trade right now. Oh, no, I wouldn't be right now. Scalping's different game. Yeah, I'm sure. All in one market and always do what we want out on our levels. Not always, no. How much margin is there above the high? 10 pips to that resistance is not a lot. Alright, the cheeky entry will be a limit order back at the high of the bearish candle. The issue with that, it's a little bit risky because you're popping back below this resistance. So you're going to take in anticipation, it's going to tap into that level and bounce off it. That is the only potential entry I can see right now. It would have to be at 20.53. That is the high of the bearish candle. And this thing is just pumping. So that's, yeah, that's huge. And it's popped straight up at the open. I'm just waiting now to see how it reacts to 23.25. That's all I can do. So for those who are interested in a very cheeky order, that is where I would personally have it if I was to take it, but I'm not comfortable with it. GJ, nothing. It's just a matter of waiting. Christopher, Sunny, Adet, gold is doing something else. You get in, it reverses. It can. I'm going to add you to the wheel of names. Just going to put you under as CSE, if you don't mind. Not E. Oh, sorry. Not S. C. S. E. There you go. So I'll do the wheel spin in about 30 minutes, guys. So once again, if you haven't said g'day, do say g'day. Hit the like button. All right, likes have to go up to 60 before I do it. There we go. That's fair enough. All right, so now what I'm looking for is, let's see if this candle closes weak bearish on the 15. If it does, it creates that minor pause above this previous resistance. Then what I'd be looking for is the following candle to begin to break above it, and I may look for a potential buy option to fill up to the range, the 4-hour resistance. So that's if this candle doesn't create much or any, doesn't pull up any higher and remains above this previous resistance. That's what I'd be looking at. So I need to wait for this 15-minute candles close, and we could get an option. It's just me reassessing this candles print. That's it. Simple. Not panicking, not reacting to a candle that's pumping or dumping. Just planning. Franco? Christopher, thanks very much. I appreciate it. No worries, my friend. Franco, maybe there's a limit buy on GU when popping down to 1.24964. Yeah. But there's no resistance yet. See what you mean, but I'd rather there be a pause. Is 5 minute there is. So you probably based it off that. And that's something we've paid attention to. And you've got the volume, so maybe, yeah. Because I took similar on gold a few days back based off the 5 minute. And it worked an absolute treat. GU doesn't have quite the same volume. But yes, that is the only potential entry right now in GU, so well spotted. Maybe it's worth a small entry. Well, I think we spoke about it yesterday, Franco. These sort of entries maybe go half risk. But that is pretty much the only thing right now. On GJ? Yeah, you do, but... Got another confirmation on GJ based on the 5 minute. Actually, no, I don't. Not quite. Live fishnet, some buy are possible for gold now. Well, it's tapping into that level. That's where I'd have the cheeky entry. Well, not quite actually. Has to come down a bit lower.
I think it is going to start selling off, but it's going to do it slowly like it happened the past couple of days.
It could do so. It's done it the same thing, hasn't it, every day? Slow trickle up and then eventually makes a bigger move later on. So now we'll find demand from the news to buy Ghost Trail. Possibly, yeah, could possibly do. Christopher, what do you think about CHF pairs? Well, I don't really look at them, but obviously it's been a very strong currency of late. Good. Let's look at USD. So Swiss franc is also deemed to be a safe haven. I mean, US dollars made a bit of ground on it. Quite a bit of ground. At a resistance. Bit of room on the daily above the current daily, the previous daily high, current daily high. Bullish in structure. The 4 hours also bullish, but at resistance. Yeah, I think it needs to start to close above the resistance here. And then you could be in for some possible buys. Yeah, so I'll be looking for buys from support. It's approaching support on the M30 or buys above the high. It's near the bottom third, so I wouldn't want to be selling it into the support. I'd rather wait to see how price reacts to it. Otherwise, let it pull back, see if it rejects, creates a lower high again, or comes back up to 91.50, rejects, otherwise buys above 91.50.30. GU just sinking. It's the volatility of market open. So the cheeky entry on gold is the high of the bearish candle for a buy limit. That is a really cheeky entry, but very risky because this thing could just sink back into the range below. RS, what do you think about US 30? 30, 30, what I think? Consolidating, very messy at the moment. Weekly shows potential for a continuation to the upside. High low, high high, forming strong bullish candle. Once again, you can pretty much go to 4 hour and M30 and look for potential levels of price to pull back to. But looking at daily, it's at a resistance, closed back bearish yesterday. Current daily breaks below the previous, likely going to head back down. Let's just remove some of this. 4 hours just consolidating. Breaks the consolidation, it's likely going to head up. Yeah, I'll be looking for buys above 38.40. Sells from the resistance upon rejection. Buys above the lows, really above 38.320 roughly. And that's probably it. Sells below it, you're selling into support, so probably not a great idea. So I'd want to seeing it's near the resistance, I'd like for it to pop up a little bit higher. Retest that level, reject it to sell it, or pop above it to buy it. So for me, I'm waiting for the 15 minutes to close. I want to see if we're closing weak bearish. I want to see us close above this resistance. We close back in it. I'm not keen. I'm waiting for at least another 15 minutes if that's the case. Very simple. As candles print, I react to what's printing and I reassess live official net. DXY is driving gold. When DXY is down, gold is up. Can you check DXY to see how it is now? Yeah, as we mentioned before, yeah, it does often inversely correlate, but not always. The up day are moving at the same in the same direction. So it is going down right now. It's at a support. So it could be bouncing off. So if that is the case, then gold potentially could reverse, but again, doesn't always mean that they do the opposite to each other. So based off that, I can see what you mean. Gold hasn't quite tapped into that level, so I was talking about, actually I'll leave that. That level is a cheeky, risky buy. Oh, is there possible short entry in gold to 23.19? On closures, possibly. Not an impulse. It's just tough old session so far. There's nothing. I'm not getting any confirmation. And I've said this all week. I'll have some weeks, like the past 2 weeks, I've taken heaps of trades on stream. This week, not as many. Because the markets just haven't presented in the way I want them to. Like, the analysis is correct, but I don't always get my confirmation. So I'm going to have weeks where I'll, get 5, 6 trades, 7 trades on the stream for the week. And I'll have weeks where I get 1 or 2. Which is what it is, because I'm a high confirmation trader. I wait for my plan to play out. Go Australia will I've sold, don't copy, scalping again. Nice one. Yeah, I'm still patiently waiting. Let's get those likes up. I want to 41, I can see it on my end. So want to do the wheel spin, but I want you guys to give me a little bit of hand. And if the winner's not on the stream, you have 24 hours to claim your prize, basically. And the way you claim it is by sending me an email, which you can find down below in the description. Oh, God.
Somebody said that if their name got picked, do the spin again. I think it was A.
Yeah, that's Chad. That's one of a gentleman that I coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will spit in again if he gets picked. He gets drawn out. It's sunk, boom. I know you're literally micro scalping. You're in and out really quick.
I did say that last 15-minute candle was a liquidity grab. So
Yep, potentially. Will it bounce off that level now? I'm not in a trade, guys. By the way, I'm not.
it's.
I'm waiting. But that's the only potential entry I could see right now. It's literally tapped into it and bounced off it. But I am waiting for closures on the 15. I want to see where it closes. And I could be waiting for the 30-minute. Again, if it doesn't close in the fashion I want it to. Don't just trade it because I've got 60 odd watching me. I wait for what I want to see.
Nah, it's all about analyzing, waiting, and if the things come into play, then you just execute it at the right moment.
Yep, exactly. Ghost Terror shall give more people heart palpitations. Yeah, it would.
Oh yeah, 1 minute is all fun and games.
A lot of fun and games. I watched it a little bit at times. So it's bouncing off that level. So if anyone is in a buy right now, they stop that particular level. Start thinking about managing the trade. Get to break even. You've got like 7 pips on the table. Because it's gold. It can do anything. It's still forming a very strong bearish candle. And it could still close bearish. 15 minutes about to close. Last thing I'd want to be caught in is this candle closing back strong bearish and followed by the next candle, which creates a small upper wick and then breaks the low of this one, and we're not back in the range below. So these sort of entries I'm not greedy with. I'm quick to manage them as well, because you are taking it against the actual direction you want to be moving in. So you're taking it as the candle's forming bearish, but you're looking for you are taking a buy against it. Doriska, may I ask how long to stream? I appreciate it. I usually stream till about anywhere between up until around an hour and a half into London Open. So UK time 9:30 a.m. Usually somewhere between that, like 9:15 maybe. Tomorrow I'll be starting to stream a little bit later. I'll be starting it at about 30 minutes prior to London Open, so it's at 7:30 a.m. UK time. Christopher Sonny, you like my analysis, so I appreciate you. Yeah, so this is what I mean. So right now, 15 minutes open, and look what it's about to do, create a lower low to the previous, and it could now pull back into the range below. So seeing where it was at, I'm not as comfortable with taking that little interruption entry, because we're at a resistance. If this was, for instance, lower down, and we're moving to, well, for instance, just here, if I had the signal just here, I'm more comfortable taking it because it's into clean traffic. In this case, it's at a level of resistance. It could reject, come back below, and it's pretty much what it's doing right now. So Ace, all good, brother, all good. I know it's late for you. I appreciate joining. It's a pleasure to have a quick chat with you. I'll chat to you sometime anyway, brother. So all the best to you. I appreciate it. Doriska, beautiful, thank you. Oh, okay, so you're in London, so no worries. Is there? I will repeat, but right now there is no entry. So now could I wait for the 30-minute and see if it closes back above this resistance, a weak bearish candle? If that is to be the case, give a strong confirmation to look for a buy on the following M30. GJ pulling back. GJ closes bearish engulfing. It's likely to make a deeper pullback, but yet again, it's the first mini catalyst because it's in such a strong uptrend. It makes more sense just to let it create support, pull back, lower high, and then sell it, or sell as it creates lower low. Don't have much yet to suggest it's going to make a deeper pullback. Positive vibes already. Buying it against the trend, I think. So any upside plays and we broke out back in the zone. Not ideal for me, at least. On what? Gold? I have to add your name, by the way. What is it? Positive vibes? I'll just call you positive vibes. With a Z. Alright. And I'll shuffle before I spin. I'll spin in about 15 minutes. Let's see how this 30-minute closes. Let's hit the like button, guys. First target's 50. We're not that far off it. I really shouldn't spin it until I get like the least 60 likes. Shouldn't. Alright, took it. Oh, so you took that limit order entry? Alright. Nice one. So you're in decent profit. Just like I said before, be careful. Don't be too greedy. Wow. Well, there you go. Start securing. Nice one. Good to see that someone took it. Stops in the money. Nice one. Good work. So again, good to see it play out nonetheless. And we're going to form a support above this resistance. That's what I'm waiting to see right now. Alright, GJ is becoming a little more interesting. This candle closes weak bearish. We've got that minor support. I may be more interested in looking for a counter trend sell. What that's going to do is still close 30-minute strong bearish. It has to close pretty much at the current level. It can wick up, that's alright, but it cannot close significantly into that previous candle otherwise, because what that's going to do is close the M30 weak bearish candle. Still wants to close back a strong candle. A pause like this is also sufficient enough. And as soon as it breaks that support, lower high, lower low, I would go a low risk entry because it is counter trend and it's in a massive uptrend. I know, man, look at gold. Well, nice one. Well done. RR. You've well in profits right now, so good work. So for me, it's all about the 30-minute close. Bearish candle high is 23.18. Just a scalp buy. This guy's all over the place. Wow. 40 minutes. 9 trades in 40 minutes. Go straight. All good, man. All good. Well, it's good to see that some of you are making money. It's good to see some of you taking the trade I call. I don't always have to be in it. Ghost Trader, different breed. I'm sure, mate. As long as you're doing well, that's the main thing. Alright, so this is what I'm looking at, GJ. If it closes like this, perfect. Absolutely perfect. High risk, very high risk. But it still does tick a box. And it's taking it in anticipation. It's going to make that lower low. And it's going to give you enough to secure to get to 10 plus pips. It is counter trend, so I wouldn't be greedy with it. Because it could just do this. Pop below to support, create a high low. Pop straight back up. So it has to be perfect. The only other way I may consider it if it was a bearish engulfing M30. RS missed a good sell on EU. Was so focused on gold that I forgot to look at it. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Oh, wow. And again, I called that. I did mention it, didn't I, before? If this closed bearish engulfing the M15, that would have been an entry. So if anyone was focusing and listening, did call that. Definitely call that. I can definitely put that as called. Didn't take it, so I'm not claiming I took it, but did call it. So you gotta listen in carefully. If anyone is, look, I understand that some of you are here for some trades to be called, and if you are, just listening carefully when I call things, because you could be taking multiple entries. I don't always have to take it because it's not my training pair. Yeah, JJ should go to 195 list, all in one. I think there's a good chance it could. I think there's a very good chance it could do so. We get a counter trend sell prior to it though. And look at this on gold. This is what I want to see. This is looking good for gold. RS don't wait for me. I keep missing on good entry. Yeah, it's, look, if it's something you've analyzed and you got the plan for it and you don't take it, it's a bit disappointing, I understand. But if it's not in your plan or whatever, and you just see something move and you thought, oh, that would have been a good entry, then it's a different story. So I don't know, have you, it just depends. I mean, have you been overtraining, things like that? Have you been training based on emotion? Have you been controlling emotions? Why do you say it's been a bad week? Come on guys, let's get at least up to 50 likes. Doing a giveaway. And it's this, again, this course has taken me so long to put together. The least you can do is just drop a like.
If there's no 50 likes, then there should be no giveaway.
Yeah, definitely. 50 minimum. I mean, should be more than that, but 50 minimum.
Yeah.
Alright, so gotta wait a little bit. And let's see, how's GJ gonna close? I'm preferring gold if it does close back above though, that's for sure. Go straight if you miss something. There's always another opportunity, don't let it worry. Exactly. I always say it. Worst thing you do is just jump in because you missed something out of frustration. Is there a hammer candle for gold M30? What will be? Yep, if there is, my next move is tiny low wick, buy it as it pops above. That's my next move. So I'm watching if this does close right up near this resistance, then I'm going to look for that entry. GJ's also looking good, so it's almost take your pick at the moment. So GJ, I'd be looking at entry around 360. 194, 360. And gold above the high of the previous bearish candle. Ghost Trade should see 23 again, but careful it doesn't sell out from there. Yeah, potentially. Still has to tick the box for me, it hasn't done so yet. Euro again, go upside, just a trap. Is it? Is it just pulling back up again? Yeah, potentially. But the thing of EU, that would have given you a 1-to-1. So you don't always have to go for your 10. I've always said it on the majors, you can get a tight stop loss, 6-7 pips, and that's all you can target that if that's the case. And GJ at this stage is pulling up again, so could there be buys? Could there be buys on GJ? Gold needs to push up, GJ needs to either push up and close bullish engulfing to 15, or drop back down, close weak bullish candle. It's just on the cusp of things right now. 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes left. Let's see what we got. I'm still lining up gold. Please repeat. Potentially above the bearish candle's high, but this candle has to close above that zone. I want this candle to close above this grey zone. Then my entry will be above that bearish candle. BJ psychological round number, it's right at it, 50. Close below it before, it's starting to pop back above it, just over a minute left. Let's see, be ready guys. Dureska is very good for my training help. I'm here for education, no more FOMO. Nice one. Well, I'm really good with that. Having a plan and sticking to the plan, training my plan. Ghost Trade gold still below last week's low. Yep. Well below it. Alright, need 2 more likes to guarantee the giveaway will be drawn. I have 14 seconds left. What's that, man?
I was about to say, surely there are 2 people out there that can hit the like button.
You would have thought so. Alright, GJ is looking good too. Wow. Alright, so these are the options, guys. Listen up. GJ closes the week bullish as is. Let the new candle create small upper wick. Then you're going to look to sell it as it breaks the low of the previous candle's low. Just a little bit low down. Stop loss would be above the 30-minute. Goes bearish candle closing at 30. It creates lower high, lower low. That is your potential entry on GJ. Looks good. Gold hasn't closed sufficiently enough in my opinion. Yeah, could it be GJ then?
Wouldn't mind GJ.
It could be GJ. Yeah, gold is closed. Still looks good to go if it breaks the high of the previous. But I would have wanted to close just a little bit higher up. Well, they want gold, not for beginners. Nah, it's definitely not for beginners. When I coach traders who are new and they tell me to trade in gold, I tell them straight away, I don't recommend it. Take a step back because it's on another level. Ghost Trader, see now gold has slowed down. Uncertainty for news today. Potentially. If GJ rips and breaks the high of the previous candle, then it really shouldn't come back down. So if it does, cheekiest of cheeky entries will be as it flips bearish. Would it be a way of layering into the trade? Ghost Trader. See, it depends. God, I've studied it for 10 years. It's always been a pain in the ass. Ross, any suggestions good pairs to start with for new traders? I prefer the majors if I were a new trader, because they're not, I mean, there's a lot of liquidity because they are the majors, but they don't move as quickly because it takes more to move them. So I would say probably EU, AU, UJ, just buy UJ. Seems to be the case. GU, and I have to add your name, by the way. Ross W. All right, so I think that's about it, guys. I think I've got the names that I think it's pretty much cutoff point.
And we've got 50 likes as well.
Yep, so that's cutoff point. So you're interested in the gold buy as it breaks the high. That's the option. That's the other option. Be careful. I wouldn't go full risk. GJ, if it flips, it could be a cheeky little early sell. What I'm more inclined to do at this stage is wait for a 15 closure, but it's likely to go value. So if you want to layer in a small entry as it breaks the high of the previous candle, that is an option. But again, be very, very careful with it. Ross, you're in it. Oh, if you are. Oh, you are. Should have mentioned it, my friend. Yep, JJ still pulling up. Volume appears to be dying a little bit. Usually I'm not in anything. Sean, gotta go to work? Yeah, I'll let you know for sure, man, if you are a winner. Got lower risk buy possible? Yeah, lower risk buy for sure. Has to be, in my opinion, a lower entry. So it's up to you guys. That's a possible entry. But again, I would not be going balls deep in this one because could just grab more liquidity. But you'd be looking at entry just above the high of the previous bearish candle. So I don't know, it just depends on your broker. My broker, the high of that candle is 23.18, so you'd be looking at roughly 23.30, 35, around that sort of level. GJ's broken the high of the previous candle, so there's no need to come back down, break its own low, or break the previous candle's low. It's taking a fair time though, it's not really moving. Silent, we're into why you enter GJ sells. I'm not entering it. I'm not in no sell at the moment. I was looking for a potential cheeky catalyst entry, counter trend entry. Blows support form, but it's popped back up right now. I'm not trusting it. It should have just dropped. So it's likely to create a high low, and I did mention that before. That's the risk involved because it is in a severe uptrend. So it's in a major uptrend. So it could just pull up, create a high low at any point, and you're just looking for bias point continuation. So the sells right now, for me, are no longer valid. I don't like how it's pulled up that high. So I'm just going to remove. Could look at a cheeky sells at flips. That's the other option. Very, very cheeky. Be very cautious with it. I would not go balls deep into it. Like I said, silent. You have to go into the wheel of names, by the way. All right, so that's it. All right, cut off. That's it. If you're not in it, tough luck. So what I'm going to do is I'll spin it 3 times. I'm going to shuffle it. I'll spin it 3 times. First 3 people are the finalists. Then it'll be a process of elimination. So let me shuffle a few times. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And I wish you all luck. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Christopher. And that's Christopher, the Aussie Christopher, because the other Christopher is CSE. So Christopher, I'll write your name down. I'll remove you from this list. And we can spin again. All right, shuffle. Positive vibes. Nice one. What's GJ doing? So again, up to you guys if you want to take that risky entry, but it is a really high risk entry. Very difficult selling GJ right now. But positive vibes. Well done. All right, I'll remove your name. Shuffle once more, and we'll see. Pick one more. Wow, nice one. Okay, so we've got our 3 finalists. Now it's a process of elimination. So remove all these names, and I'll add 3 back. What's GJ doing? Not much. All right, so congratulations and good luck. Positive vibes. All right, so process of elimination, last man standing is the winner or lady. What's in the spin? You win a PDF version of my course. All right, so process of elimination. Unfortunately, Fortunately, I'm gonna have to remove you. Tough luck, buddy. All right, so now it comes down to the final spin. Who's gonna be the winner? Well, there you go. Congratulations to the Melbourne boy. Lau, unfortunately, you're not. No, actually. No, sorry, what am I talking about? Christopher, you're eliminated. Positive vibes, you're the winner. You are the winner. Congratulations. You are still there. If you are, do send me an email. You can find that down in the description below. So positive vibes is the winner. So congratulations, my friend. Christopher, it was you, but it's a process of elimination. So unfortunately, that means you were eliminated when your name came up. Sorry, buddy. This is how it is. Here we go. It's a positive vibes, man. Send me an email. And I'll get that to you shortly. Alright, so GJ, is it going to reject? Gonna wait for this count to close. Gold is moving. Alright, so is gold going to give you the option, guys? Like I said before, very low risk if you are considering this entry. Stop loss would have to be below the range below. And I will not be greedy. I'd be targeting my 10 or so pips because it could reject at this point here. So that is your option. Yeah, nice one. Well done. Congratulations, mate. So once again, send me a email. Also, guys, I will be doing more giveaways than that. It'll be probably even different giveaways in the future. So just make sure to give me a follow and all that, so you know when I'm on. It helps if you guys like the stream. It's more people onto the stream. I'm more likely to do giveaways because there'll be more subs, be more interesting to do so. So I might in the future do a giveaway on a small funded account or something. So yeah. Ghost trades is where gold ruins people. Yeah, definitely could. Definitely could. It's tricky right now. It really is. It's not at the best level to trade it. I'm not comfortable myself trading it. But for those who want trades to be called, that's a trade call. Take your own risk. I'm a very strict trader. Strict with the rules, very strict. If it's not perfect and gold didn't close above, then I just don't place the order. That's me. It's hard for others to not do so. They think, oh, it's going to pump, and it may pump, but I know that likely my rules are going to save me. They're there to protect me, and I know from experience they normally do. So GJ is looking better. Broken like the previous, it has no need to pull back and break the law of the previous. Was to continue bearish. GJ is looking much better than gold in my opinion just now. So I've got a low of 194,378 on IC markets. So again, it's up to you where you enter. You could look at just the pip and a bit below it. DJ's looking good. Could have just grabbed some more liquidity. You're not comfortable even, you're a high risk guy? Yeah, no man. So that's saying something. Positive vibes will do. Thanks Justin, that's W for me today. Nice one. Yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It doesn't include the video content, seeing it's a PDF version, but it still has heaps in there. It's over 100 pages, so all done by myself. So GJ, wait for the 15 to close. Closes back as is, preferably a little bit lower down. It'd be almost time to set the order. Is there last question? Go ahead, man. And of course it's going to pop back up, start consolidating, flip back bullish, do opposite, but that's fine. That's why I have rules. It's to protect me, so it's not valid now. Should we take entry in GJ, I think you mean, at 194 sell? Once again, man, it's highly up to you. I will not be looking to sell it there. I will not just be placing a sell stop. I mean, if you're looking at a potential level to start selling it, yeah, that could be a level below the support. 194, 140 roughly. But you need to watch how it approaches that level. If you start to create a series of low highs, low lows, like so, and then you start to pop below it, then yeah, it would make more sense. At that point, no, actually, not 30-minute structure flip. It will make more sense at that point, but I mean, you got a long way to wait, so yeah, I don't know, man. Tommy, you just missed the fun, brother. Where were you? Assuming you were busy working. Am I streaming MY? Likely not, man. Nah, I was buggered yesterday. I've got an early start tomorrow, so what happened? Giveaway. Wheel spin. Yeah, you just missed it, my friend. So this is the risky gold entry. GJ, now it's down to waiting for the 30-minute closure. We have the candle closing back, a strong bearish candle just now. Should be right for a bit of a correction. You would have won anyway. It's risky. It's risky. I understand what the 4 hours do when you start taking GJ sells. I agree. Very risky because the 4 hours very strong bullish candle could just be pulling back to grab a bit more liquidity. form a support within it, pop back up, close near its high. 100% it's risky. I'm fully aware of it. But I'm not entering on impulse. I'm not entering if this candle just breaks. Definitely the better option would be wait for this fly to close, and then for the new candle respects the high of the previous and creates the upper wick and rejects. You start popping below levels of support, creating lower low, lower high, lower low. Then yeah, it's a lot more probable. So in my opinion, I'd be waiting for the closure, the candle closure. Gold, you're probably in a trade if you book a risky entry. Not a nice level to be trading it. GJ looks better, but I'd be waiting for a 15-minute closure. That's what I would be waiting for. Close this M30. That was the first giveaway I didn't win. Probably. Yeah, I know you won it twice, didn't you, in your whole stream? Silent safer sell would be on a 1 minute break, previous 1 minute lows for scalping it. 1 minute. Yeah, it's the same level. What are you talking about here? Shit, I better remove the order. I still got it in. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the 15 minutes to close, guys. And close the M30. So, potential entry. I'm gonna line it up just in case. I've done that before where I've forgotten I've had a pending order. Gone to bed. Done it like twice. One time I woke up and had a pending order sitting there. I'm like, oh, fuck, where'd that come from? I totally forgot to remove it. That was lucky. And another time, to my surprise, I woke up and the account was up and I'm, how the hell did that happen? And then I remembered, I checked the history and oh shit, I got lucky. Not good, not a good thing to do. Silent, yeah, tightest entries on the 1 minute. Very tight entries, but you're looking at very small scalps in the market. How is gold going if anyone is in it? So it's looking good now. You'd be about 5 pip profit. Yeah, I'd be getting to break even. Could reject. Could reject at any point just now. It's approaching this resistance. So it's looking pretty good. You got about 6 or so pips on the table. Anyone in gold? Gold is a trade, yep. Is there? I've been speaking about potential gold entry for how long now, brother? That's why I say, oh, you got in? Okay, well, there you go. There's job done. Job done, guys. 20 pips on the table. It's tapped into that resistance, so don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Secure something, get to break even. And that's it. Job done. So well done on that. Is there? Yes. So you got it. Nice one. Lau got it. Nice one. Josephine got it. Yep. Is there? Nice one. Ghost Train not touching. That's fine. Yep. And I'm expecting it to reject this level. Look at cheeky little entry, but not much. Not much of an entry. GJ is rejecting, so it's not likely to continue to the downside. Buys could be an option. moving forward. If it does reject and pull up near the high. 23.27 TP. I've TP already. It's tapped into resistance. Justin was saying about breaking previous highs. We've been calling out good gold trades this week. Yeah, the sell from the update was a cracker. Yeah, so hopefully the rest of you took it. I had mentioned it for like the last half an hour, so you have plenty of time to think about the entry. That's literally at that point. It's actually got a tiny run and go. Gold TP my buy and trigger my sell limit. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you got a limit at this point. Okay. Nice one. And it's probably a way of leveraging some of that profit. So as long as you're not going to give the whole thing back, if it just begins to rip, I think it's not a bad thing to do. It's not how I usually roll, but wow, this thing's flying. Oof. 27 pip profit. Wow, GJ also look goods. Is it going to continue? If this closes bullish engulfing, buy options are available. You've triggered in sellers, you're wiping out the sellers from that previous candle. To me, it could be an option. You've grabbed some liquidity. You could be ready to continue to the upside. 195 is a potential level. 194.80. 750. Should make 23.27 as profit. Me, it's this level here. It's it's at right now. You can, but don't be greedy, man. Do not be greedy. You're at resistance. It's 30-minute and the 4 hour. It's the exact same level. Just don't be greedy with it. Alright, GJ. Could be the last shout GJ buys. Candle closes bullish engulfing. Could be looking at potential buy. Please check AUDCHF. I will check. Okay, bullish engulfing. That's looking good for a buy. Got a little bit of resistance, but you're popping above it. I'm not concerned by that bullish wick. I'm more concerned by his bearish wick. Daily is likely forming strong bullish, yeah. So it has formed support within its own candle. It's breaking its own high. Makes sense for it to continue to the upside. You're above this resistance to the left. Higher low, higher high to the previous. Weekly forming a very strong bullish candle. Breaking its own high, so it looks like it wants to continue. 4 hour, add a bit of a resistance on the 4 hour though. That's the only thing that put me off a little bit. But when you go down to the 30-minute, it's cleaner. You do have a little bit of clean traffic above, as long as it closes above 59.578, then I think it could be a good option on the next candle to buy it. And GJ, it looks like could be a buy limit now because it's looks like it might close significantly is what I'm looking for above. Josephine by bullish engulfing M30 on gold. Yeah, you should probably be in a trade right now though. Will you hit like button again, guys? That'd be much appreciated. It's a public holiday here in Oz, guys. Most people are having barbecues and all that, and I'm on stream doing my thing for you guys. So if you could, please do me a favor and just hit the like button. Tommy, happy Anzac Day. Thank you, mate. I did play a little tribute at the start of the stream, so if you haven't, guys, you haven't didn't catch the start, which most of you didn't, have a watch of it. It's just a little, you know, way of me showing some appreciation. Because I think it's a day that's often overlooked here, because the younger generation just, oh dear, don't have as much respect as someone of my era. I haven't been probably taught enough about it. Christopher Sonny, which country am I streaming from? Australia, my friend. So it's a big day here today in Australia and New Zealand. It's a public holiday for both countries for the same reason. All right, just over a minute and 20 seconds. That's okay. Closes as is. That's not bad for GJ. Alright, so I had TP at 23.26, sell limit from there too, as the new hour will wick down, risking 50% of my gains. Okay. Nice one. Well, it's looking alright, but a bit of volume. So just be careful with it, and yeah, at least you know what you're risking. So right now, I'm just, what is live that bearish candle on GJ? 598 on IC markets. Stop loss will be below low of the M30. So once closed at least 5 pips above, about minimum 5 pips above, and at this stage it looks like it may not. No, it's pulling back just now. Alright. Didn't close 5 pips above. Closed just under 3. It's not as probable in my opinion. Could pull back a bit further. It still is a very risky entry, but I would prefer for it to pull back a bit further. It's craning up a wick just now anyway. So I'd rather it just pull back immediately, not crane up a wick. So if I'm to be really technical about this entry, in my, you know, in accordance to my rules, it's no longer really valid. It needs to close up a little bit higher. What I would be waiting for now on GJ is this candle does actually pull back, cranes up a wick. Lower wick, sorry. So it's crane up a wick. It pulls back, creates lower wick, then seeing it's already got the upper wick, it has no need to pull back yet again to break its own high. So it's likely grab liquidity from the upside, creates lower wick, and if it needs to continue bearish, it would head back down and maybe close bearish. But if it begins to break its own high, likely it's just grab a bit more liquidity and will continue to the upside. So that could be the potential option on GJ. It looks like it could be running a bit of steam, but that previous candle was a nice strong one. As for gold, I'd want to see how it reacts to this level. Christopher, awesome looking visiting Sunday. Yeah, it's okay. Like anywhere else, when you live in a country, you get a bit sick of it. Paulius, I'm out. Thanks, mate, for the stream. All good. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be on about 6 to 7:30 a.m. UK time. Jonathan, gold, yep. So already being gold buys. Still have some of my position open. Buying it upon continuation just now, you're buying out resistance. GJ, I mean, how many times has it done this? How have we got so many candles that just popped up without a low wick? And that sell, impulse sell entry is not valid because we've got no data to the left. There's no resistance. There's nothing, no reason to sell it, in my opinion. A gold trade closed? No. Well, most of it, but not all. GJ's on a tear. On an absolute tear. Just need to be patient with it. It is what it is, guys. I don't trust it without low wick. Nice bullish in Gbpjpy candle. My concern is you could always create low wick. Wow, gold is pumping. See it absolutely pumping. So I've just gone, yep, oh, almost 40 pip. There we go. So I've just closed, but yeah, so it's tapped into 27. So who's there? You may have closed by now. So yeah, nice one, gold. Just a tiny entry. All right, so GJ's off to the races again, so nothing for me. All right, so let's do some analysis. What we'll be looking for moving forward today? Well, GJ is just on its head. It's in a massive uptrend. So for me, I'm not gonna just sell it because I think it's gonna pull back. I want to see a catalyst, and at this stage, reform support at this level here, 194.385. We are to continue bullish. Should respect that level, come back down, form a support, and head back up. So buys above that level for me would make perfect sense upon the pullback. Now, as far as the sells, if we begin to break below it, we're breaking a level within that move to the upside. So what is likely to happen there then is price pull back to create a lower low, obviously, and potentially retest the next level of support here, 194, 150. I would be careful with it. I'd get to break even quite quickly. Reason being is because it's counter trend and it could just pull up and create a higher low a little bit above this level and head back up, create a high high. So one of those ones I get to break even quickly. I'd be patient, wait for the sell option below, wait for the closure below. If I was to look for the sells, what you could get is the new 4-hour candle opening up, breaking its low wick. It may, if it forms support above that 194.450 or 194.50 level. Otherwise, let the new 4-hour candle pull down, creates low wick, create a support, and if it breaks that support, it's likely going to create a deeper or more of a low wick, and that's where you could potentially get your sell option to take it back down. That's how I'd be playing GJ Gold. It's all about this level. So right now you're at a really strong level on the 4-hour. You could drag it all the way up to here. That is really where you should have the full level of resistance. So what I'd be saying right now is we're creating a clean move. So starting to cut through some of this shit to the left. So you could trade within its zone. So just let it create the move. It could pull back down to either 23, 22, form a support above that level, and I'd be looking for my Xauusd to buy it back up. Or it could just pull back to 23, 25, psychological number. Once again, form a support. So there are two levels I'd be considering. That is resistance here to the left-hand side as well. I'd be looking for price to form a support above that level to take it up. Aside from that, again, if it does pull up further, look for a bit of structure to form. let it create a low, lower high, lower low, and you can begin to look for your sell options. You are within a 4-hour resistance. It has rejected at this level so many times. So if we get similar to what we've got here to the left a few times, that's what I'd be looking for, the sells. The bias, remember, is still technically bearish, but you got news to come, so be very careful with gold today. Yeah, if it comes close to news, I'd just be waiting and seeing it out. And with the news predicted to be the worse than forecast, or sorry, worse than previous for the US dollar, and it could send gold to the upside. That's just my opinion of it, so be very careful trading it. And that's about it as far as the analysis. Yeah, so no MY stream today, guys. I will probably do an MY update video, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, good stream, some nice trades. I appreciate you all for again for showing some support, showing some love, hitting the like button. If you haven't done so, please do so on the way out. Once again, have a watch at the start if you didn't catch it. It's just again, important day here in Australia and New Zealand. Good way for me to say thank you to those who have served the country. Again, if anyone wants to know more about services I provide myself at A.C.T Forex, you can contact me down below via email. Make sure to follow me on social media outlets. I will be dropping a lot more video content, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok Reels and that, so make sure to follow me, guys, because you get a lot of free education within that itself. So keep an eye out on all those, and until then, do trade safe. I will be on tomorrow from about 7:30 a.m. UK time. Till then, guys, keep an eye out for my update. I appreciate you all. Trade safe. Bye for now.